Welcome back to Good Day. Let's talk some entertainment news. The highs and lows of former professional basketball Lamar Odom is the subject of tonight's TMZ's all-new special, Lamar Odom, Sex, Drugs, and Kardashian. Joining us this morning to talk more about it is TMZ's Harvey Levin. Good morning, Harvey. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, Leslie. How you doing?
I'm good. Tell us a little bit more about what viewers can expect from this special. It's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's called Sex, Drugs, and Kardashians, and that is precisely what this special is about. I sit down with Lamar, and he goes through everything. I mean, you got to remember, this guy was one of the greatest basketball players ever. He's with the Lakers, meets Chloe, marries her in 30 days. It just seems like he's on the top of the world, and then he descends, and you watch this descension into drugs and women. And, you know, at a point he looked at him and he said, look, you know a lot of what I put Chloe through. You don't know half the blank. And he just opens up. And it's shocking. It's so honest. I mean, this guy has no filter. He just wants to be honest, wants to tell the story from his vantage point. And I got to tell you, he's got a lot of regret. He's got a lot of hope. And he just has been able to kind of put all of this together. And I walked away rooting for this guy. I mean, I really walked away rooting for him. And I think he's figured a lot out. I really do.
Wow, that's really interesting, Harvey, especially because you use the word shocking, and TMZ knows no shortage of shocking news. How is he doing? You know, you said you walk away rooting for him. That's really interesting.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, I remember covering this when Lamar was at death's door. And by the way, we talk about this, and he does have kind of a controversial take on what happened at that brothel outside of Vegas. And we get into that. But he's lucid. He is, you know, he's working on businesses. He's clean. And, you know, and it's not like he's saying, oh, I'm fine now. He struggles like everybody struggles, and he particularly because of what he's been through. But he's doing okay. He really is doing okay.
You said you're rooting for him. Is Lamar rooting for himself? How does he see himself today?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he wants life. I mean, I think he's 43. But he's got a lot of life left in him, and he realizes what he's done. I mean, look, he has deep regret over a lot of things that happened, in particular, Chloe. She was the love of his life, and we get into that. And, you know, look, he'd like nothing more than a second chance there. She's given no indication that's going to happen, but he'd love to get back and have dinner with her.
Yeah.
I even asked him, you know, why? And he gets into it. So, you know, she is a deep regret. I mean, some of it gets really just deep. You know, one of his children died of sudden infant death syndrome. And he wasn't there. And he really gets into it. He said, I was a bum. So he's not making excuses. I mean, this is very different from a lot of celebrity interviews that I've seen. He just could not be more honest.
Yeah, that's so interesting. We, of course, have heard Chloe's ongoing issues with her love life and how she said she would always love Lamar. So who knows? Maybe they've got a future somewhere inside. But this is all so interesting. Harvey, any last things that you really want the viewer to take away when they watch tonight?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think everybody, look, I just have this feeling everybody struggles. I don't think there's a human being on earth who doesn't struggle. And I think a lot of people have mental struggles, just about everybody, on different levels. And they have struggles that may be physiological. And when you watch somebody like him, who was literally at death's door, and you watch him figure it out and crawl out of it, I got to say, it is inspirational for anybody who struggles. And I think everybody does.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
It's tonight at 8 o'clock on Fox. And I really think in the end, you walk away thinking, that's ultimately a good story.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we appreciate it. We appreciate you for normalizing conversations on mental health. We can't wait to watch Harvey Levin with TMZ. Thanks for joining us.
My pleasure.